Hey, good Thursday evening, everyone. Another edition of Weather for Weather Geeks. I was live out at the Canfield Fair at 6 o'clock this evening. It was a beautiful, beautiful evening. We had huge crowds. The weather is just sensational for the fair out there this evening. I posted on my weather blog this morning a review of meteorological summer. You can check that out at ericwfmj.com. Just as a reminder, we consider summer in meteorological circles to be June, July, and August. Nice, tidy record keeping when you have the same dates every year. Of course, the astronomical seasons begin and end on slightly different dates each year. Of course, astronomical fall will begin. I'm not sure if it's the 20th or 21st this year. Might even be the 22nd. Haven't looked it up, to be honest. But meteorological fall began today. And we consider, of course, meteorological fall or autumn to be September, October, November. Average high temperatures shown here. By the end of the month, our average highs are in the mid-60s. By the end of October, Halloween, our average high is 55. And, well, let's not even talk about a few months from now because it's coming. Winter's coming. It's only a few months away, and it's hard to imagine an average high of 42 degrees around Thanksgiving time. But it's only a few months away, believe it or not, despite how beautiful our weather is right now. All right, a couple of the graphics that I posted on my summer review on my weather blog this morning. Here's the last 20 summers, and this summer ended up being the hottest, actually, in 22 years, going back to 1995. That's the last time we had a summer this hot. This was the hottest summer of the last few, certainly. We had average or below average summers in 2013, 14, and 15. So this was a hot summer, and August really put it over the top, if you will. June and July were pretty warm, but August was hot. Sixth hottest August on record here in Youngstown with an average temperature, highs and lows, of 74 degrees. So sixth place on the list. Number one is 1947, and that very hot summer of 1995 also ended on a hot note. 1995, the second hottest summer on record here in Youngstown. Now here's the surprising part about the summer. I talked about this on my blog post this morning. This ended up being a wetter than average summer at the airport, believe it or not. The airport picked up, I believe, 1.3 inches worth of rain yesterday, and that's what sent the numbers over the top and into the above average range. Now, the airport has actually been probably the wettest spot in our entire viewing area. You know, it's hard to believe that where the official records are kept, it's been a wetter than average summer, considering how brown it got from time to time, especially earlier on in August. We've done a little better recently, but nonetheless, where the official records are in Vienna, it was wetter than average, our fifth consecutive wetter than average summer, officially. But that being said, we're still in a moderate drought in Mahoning County, a good chunk of Columbiana County, and parts of Trumbull. This map hasn't really changed much since the last drought monitor update last week. Still a severe and extreme drought for our neighbors up to the north and east up in upstate New York. All right, back here in the present, our high today, a comfy cool 74 degrees below average for the first day of September. Temperature a little more typical of the end of September. It was 79 in Pittsburgh and 77 in Cleveland. All right, quick detour to the tropics. Now, Hermine has really gotten its act together this afternoon and this evening. Notice the distinct eye now. You're seeing convection blowing up around that eye, and as you can see, it's closing in on the panhandle of Florida. This is going to make landfall later on this evening in northwest Florida. Big storm surge concern, tons and tons of rain, and this will be a problem for Florida and points north and east. I'll show you the track in a second. Right now, the latest update has maximum sustained winds of 75 miles per hour, some gusts to 90, the pressure down to 988 millibars. Where is Hermine going? Well, it's going to crawl up I-95, basically, through Georgia and up into South Carolina and North Carolina. Where's my track? Why isn't it? There it is. And impact Columbia and Hilton Head and Charleston and Wilmington and the Outer Banks of North Carolina, Virginia Beach, Norfolk area. Then it's going to kind of stall off the mid-Atlantic coast, and this could be a big problem by the middle of the week for the Jersey Shore. Ocean City, Maryland, places like that, even up into Long Island. This could be an issue with this thing parked somewhere in here and causing all sorts of rip current problems and flooding and coastal erosion, and this is going to be a big national weather story over the next week, really, at least till the middle of next week, for a lot of people, starting in Florida and then heading all the way up into southern parts of New England. Look at all the rain just through Saturday. This is just through Saturday along the path of Hermine. Good foot of rain in some spots from northwest Florida up into the parts of the Carolinas. So that's going to be a big, big problem. Back here at home, no such problems, no such worries. It's going to be a fantastic Friday, pretty much a repeat of today. In fact, a little bit sunnier than today. Kind of cloudy at times this afternoon, but don't think we have that concern for our Friday. And temperatures will be very similar to today. We'll make it to the mid-70s, so head on out to the fair. And I'm sure if you are out there at 6 o'clock, I will be somewhere at the Canfield Fair live doing the weather. All right, the forecast for the rest of the fair looks like this. 78 Saturday. You won't find a cloud in the sky. Saturday, Sunday, and Monday, just absolutely beautiful. And while it is warming up, the dew points are going to stay low. So it will not be humid through the end of the fair. Week 2 of high school football tomorrow night. It's going to be a fantastic, just perfect Friday evening for high school football. Kickoff temperature about 70, upper 60s to around 70. And then you might need a hoodie by the end of the game with temperatures trailing back into the lower 60s. I mentioned those dew points. Notice they stay in the pleasant range through Monday and even Tuesday, mostly in the 50s. Very comfortable. But then I think we are going to see a spike in both the temperatures and humidity as we head towards the latter portions of next week. We are not done with the heat yet. It's sticking around. Here's the upper level pattern and the surface temperatures for the next several days. Here's Hermine, spinning off the coast of the Mid-Atlantic states. Here on, that would be, Sunday. That'll get out of the pattern eventually, and a ridge is what's going to take over across the eastern part of the country. And this is going to act like a heat pump, blasting the heat out of the plain states and into the eastern U.S. in about a week. Probably not done with 90. We've had a lot of 89s this summer, so even if we don't hit 90 towards the end of the next week, we'll be at 88 or 89 almost for certain. So look for more updates on that situation as we get a little bit closer. In the meantime, enjoy some beautiful weather through the holiday weekend. I'll see you back here for more Weather Geeks Monday evening. In the meantime, I'll see you tonight at 21 News at 11 o'clock.